I think the consistency of the back line, the consistency of all the players that are in front of me. We've got a really deep team, and I mean, nothing shows that better than the other night with Acosta scoring a brace. So guys know what their job is in the team, and everyone's ready to execute that.
I know you're a huge Star Wars fan. My boss Corey is too. So this question is from him.
Okay.
Which one of your teammates is most likely to be strong with the Force, and which one is most likely to be swayed by the dark side?
Swayed by the dark side is Sam Surge for sure. Strong with the Force, we'll go Joe.
Okay. Any reasons why?
No.
Okay.
We'll keep those in-house.
Go ahead, Claudio.
Brian, ¿cómo te sientes para el partido?
Sí, muy bien. Estamos en un momento fuerte ya, creo, y tenemos que continuar jugando como hemos jugado y con la calidad que tenemos en el ataque y con los defensores podemos salir bien.
When you see a team like LA coming in with the three guys in the fourth, like especially Son and Wanga, and of course you want to keep your steady form right now. Is it a different preparation mentally for you?
No, I don't think so. I think every team has dangerous guys. Obviously, every player is different, but the analysis and stuff that all the guys do and the coaches do, they give us, the tools, and they look at each player kind of similar and like strengths and weaknesses and what maybe we can try to. Obviously, you can't defend everyone perfectly all the time, but how can we make our lives as easy as possible? And I think that that's going to be the same as them as it was the week before and the week before that.
Ernesto.
Brian, nuevamente una portería en cero, lograron el triunfo 100 en New England, pero como lo dice Claudio, ¿cómo manejar el próximo juego donde el LAFC viene lastimado, bien herido?
Sí, hay que tener la misma mentalidad que hemos hecho toda la temporada. Todos los partidos tienen peligro para de los atacantes del otro equipo y sí creo que si mantenemos el ritmo y defendemos como hemos defendido, podemos tener, ¿cómo se dice? Success. Éxito, sí, éxito.
¿Cómo te sientes después de esta temporada magnífica que estás teniendo, donde te has convertido en el héroe de muchos? ¿Cómo seguir creciendo en lo personal?
¿Personalmente?
Sí.
Hay que continuar haciendo lo que hemos hecho. Tenemos un equipazo y es más fácil para mí cuando tengo defensores como tenemos y atacantes como tenemos, y sí creo que hay que tener las mismas cosas que hemos hecho.
Chris?
So in the off season, the club obviously made a commitment to you, a goalie moving forward. Just how proud are you of yourself for living up to not only their expectations but performing the way that you knew you could?
Yeah, proud. It feels good. It's such a good group of guys, so that obviously makes everything easier. But I think that personally it's been good. So we just need to keep doing what we've been doing. We have, like I said before, a great team and a great coaching staff. So they keep us really well prepared, and that's just we just need to keep on the same track.
As a goalie, what does it feel like coming off the pitch after you've got a clean sheet?
It's nice. It's a nice feeling. Obviously, the most important thing is the win. So you take the win first, but it's a good feeling. It's why you play football, to play in those difficult games and play and do your job basically. So that's something that as a back line and the team as a whole that we really try to focus on.
Right.
How has your connection with the back line grown throughout the season?
It's grown a lot. I think it starts in preseason, like obviously doing the friendlies and training and stuff like that. But the more that we play together, I think the more comfortable we are with each other and knowing how each individual defender likes to defend and how I like to play in goal. So we kind of the more we do it, the stronger it gets, the better it gets.
Good. Lucas?
To build off Claudio's question from a preparation standpoint, how granular and specific can that get when it comes to the attackers you'll be facing and just their tendencies on where they like to shoot from, what they like to shoot from, especially a player like Son, who famously is one of the best two-footed players in the world?
Yeah, it's in depth. We're playing with like fine margins, at this level. So the analysis guys do a really good job of like cutting up film and giving us good pointers, and it kind of makes it easier for us to like condense all it, because you can't watch like every shot in every game, you know what I mean? But they give us like any themes, or maybe this player likes to cut inside and reverse, or he likes to go for the far post, or runs that certain guys make. So it's pretty in depth.
And then obviously there's a huge break coming up. I mean, on a personal level, with the grind of this season, are you looking forward to having that time off? How are you planning on spending it and enjoying that time and watching the World Cup?
Yeah, I mean, I like playing, so I wouldn't say I'm like so much looking forward to it, but I think it'll be nice for guys to reset. Obviously, we have a few injuries, so I think it'll be good to kind of recuperate and get back to as close to full strength as we can. Personally, I'm gonna be in Scotland. My missus from there. My son was born there, so her family's all big football supporters. So my son's gonna have a half USA, half Scotland jersey for the World Cup. But yeah, no, we're looking forward to it. It'll be really good. You know, it's every 4 years is the World Cup, so hopefully Scotland and the U.S. can play in the final.
Yeah, you've talked about just the back line. Jason and Maxwell feel like one of the better center back duos in the league. When you have Jack, where would you put kind of the center back core in terms of just MLS back lines?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's up there. I think the record speaks for itself with those guys. We're not seeing a lot of shots against. We're defending the box really strongly. I think that can largely be attributed to those guys, but also the work that the guys in front of them do. So I think that they're right up there with the best.
And then the system here in Nashville obviously requires a lot of the goalkeeper just playing with your feet, and that's one of your strengths. And Mike has talked about why they brought you in because of that. I'm curious, in situations when you have the ball and you have the opposition kind of pressuring you, what's your process for deciding when you're going to play short, when you go long? How much of that is kind of like a process that you go through, and how much of it is it just kind of instinct?
Yeah, I think probably a bit of both. I think you're trying to see the play before it develops, where their players are and how they can press in certain ways. And if it looks like you're playing into a lock, so to speak, maybe it's better to try to hit one of the forward guys and they can bring it down and maybe win a foul, or we can keep the ball. But I think sometimes you see maybe one of their players is slow to release or his angle is wrong, and then you can get a pass through there, and then we can go up the pitch and have a goal scoring chance. But I think it's important to try to see it before it develops, because if you don't know what you're going to do and you get the ball, you've got a guy sprinting at you, so you need to make decisions quick. So I think it's the same as outfielders checking their shoulder. You try to check your shoulder and see what's happening over there, even if the ball's over there. So yeah.
We'll go to the Zoom, then we'll finish up with anything else in the room. We'll go with Valère, then Tony.
How important is it for you and just the guys in the locker room for you guys to stay at the top of the East and fight for something like the Supporters Shield?
Yeah, I mean, it's important. We want to win, you know what I mean? Guys here want to win. We try. That's, why you compete, why you play the sport. And I think we've been doing that so far, so it's just important to not think too far ahead and focus on the next game and just go, hopefully continue getting wins.
And then for you personally, do you have a favorite save so far this season?
Favorite save? The penalty save at Charlotte was nice. There was one at the Azteca in the first half that I saved to my left onto the post. I'd say those are probably my two favorite.
Go ahead, Tony.
Hey Brian, you're coming up against 39-year-old World Cup winner Hugo Lloris, just picking up on that World Cup theme. I wonder how highly you've regarded and watched his career. When you make it on, goalkeepers often look at veteran keepers and say he's been an idol growing up. How highly have you rated Hugo?
Yeah, very, very highly. When I was growing up, I mean, I'm obviously not 6'6", 6'7", so I've always tried to look at goalkeepers with similar stature, and Lloris is pretty similar stature. I've always liked Casillas, Lloris, those kind of goalkeepers who are springy and move quickly, very agile. I mean, I followed him since he's been at Tottenham, and I don't know what year, maybe 2012, 2013. So I've been watching him for a long, long time. I think his career speaks for itself. I don't need to say too much about him. He's won a World Cup and played in Champions League finals and, however many Premier League games. So yeah, he's definitely a keeper that I've looked up to over the years, and it's gonna be special to play against.
Thank you.
Chris, I know you have another, and Lucas as well.
Yeah, just from a leadership standpoint, how would you describe what your role is on the field?
I think you can see the game from a different kind of perspective from everyone else. You're kind of standing in the back by yourself, so to speak. So there's different guys are obviously in the middle of it. It's a little more hectic at times, so you can kind of try to give guys pointers about hey, maybe this player is sagging off here, maybe this player is doing something else, we can try to. It's just about it's not always easy to communicate because it gets so loud in some of the games we play in. But if there's maybe someone's down injured, to try to just get information across that can help us.
How have you found you've evolved into that to become as effective as you can be in those situations?
I think, like we said before, it goes down to knowing the guys you're playing with, and that starts in preseason, and then the more we're playing together, or the more we're finding, the efficient ways to communicate and get points across quickly.
Ryan, will the umpire fall this weekend again?
Another Star Wars question. I mean, it depends on who you think the umpire is, I guess. I don't know.
BJ and Hani had no Star Wars knowledge last week, so they're starving for it.
Really? Yeah. I didn't realize when I was doing the questions, I was answering quick, and then after I saw the video and I was like that. Oh, it looks like I'm bang on it, and I was I thought they were at the time I thought they were easy, and some of the guys were like, no, dude, that was crazy. So I was like, well, I'll take it, I guess.
We'll go to Lucas with last one.
This is so long-term for you individually, but there is a question about who the number one keeper for the U.S. will be this summer. For you, how much of a stated goal for your career has that been, and how far back does that go to represent the United States?
Yeah, I mean, that goes all the way back to, World Cups 2006, 2010, watching, 2014, watching guys like Tim Howard and Guzan and Casey Keller and Brad Friedel and those guys all playing at the highest level. And that's obviously been a dream for a long, long time. But again, right now we're focused on beating LA. So it's cool, I guess. Yeah, it'd be exciting, but it's not something that, I'm focused on right now. It's something that comes with team success. So that's what the priority is.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Thanks.
Reminder, we play